Let's do this now. Yesterday, and this is also an interesting story that involves a little bit of, I suppose the key word here might be hypocrisy. Yesterday, the United States appeared to appease the Saudi royal family by sanctioning 17 individuals who they blame for the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The reason Saudi watchers are calling it an appeasement is because the U.S. did not appear to conduct an independent investigation. There was no questioning or sanctioning of the royal family itself, and those who were sanctioned actually came from a list given to the United States by the Saudi royal family itself. It's as if the Saudis said to our government here, the government of the United States, okay, here's the list of the people that I want you to blame for the killing of Khashoggi. And then the United States says, oh, okay, here's the people we're going to blame for the killing of Khashoggi. And now there's more. There's another part to this appeasement story. Now the government, our government, seems to want to go a step further to help the Saudis by getting Turkey off of its back. How? The U.S. is reportedly thinking about expelling a man who lives in Pennsylvania because the president of Turkey is accusing him of starting a coup in his country. The United States wants to go a step further, and that's what we're looking at today. Here is the story by Dan Cohen.
What's been a crisis for Saudi Arabia's image as a modernizing country led by reformer Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has been nothing short of a windfall for Turkey. Washington has been at odds with Ankara for months over its ties with Russia, but the Trump administration is reportedly prepared to offer Turkey a sacrificial lamb in exchange for an end to its anti-Saudi campaign. The figure at the center is Turkish exile and Islamist cleric Fethullah Gulen. He's a green card holder who lives in Pennsylvania. Turkey has long accused him and the U.S. of conspiring to overthrow President Recep Erdogan back in 2016. Erdogan forcefully put down the coup attempt and has since campaigned for the U.S. to extradite Gulen. Washington had denied the request and deemed the evidence Turkey presented insufficient. If Gulen found himself in the hands of Turkish authorities, he'd likely face a severe punishment, torture, and perhaps worse. According to NBC, quote, Trump administration officials last month asked federal law enforcement agencies to examine legal ways of removing exiled Turkish cleric Fethullah Gulen. The effort includes directives to the Justice Department and FBI that officials reopen Turkey's case for his extradition, as well as a request to the Homeland Security Department for information about his legal status. The White House and State Department have denied the report, and setting aside whether the Trump administration could even find a legal way to send Gulen back to Turkey, Ankara doesn't appear to be interested. A Turkish official told Reuters, quote, at no point did Turkey offer to hold back on the Khashoggi investigation in return for Fethullah Gulen's extradition. We have no intention to intervene in the Khashoggi investigation in return for any political or legal favor. Unless the Trump administration can find a way to sweeten the deal, Turkey seems to be content with riding the wave of the Khashoggi killing for maximum damage to Saudi Arabia. In Washington, Dan Cohen, RT.
So this is interesting. Dan joins us now live. It's almost as if what really is going on here is the United States is like bending over backward to do everything to please the Saudi, even if it means getting the Turkey government, Erdogan, off of their backs by tossing them a bone, right? Here's the bone. This guy who lives in Pennsylvania, you can have him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think Turkey's calculation here is, well, they'd love to get Gulen back and do whatever they're going to do to him, but it's way better to just bleed Saudi Arabia as much as it can so it can really establish itself as the dominant power in the region. So.
And who is this dude living in Pennsylvania? Who is this guy?
Gulen, he is actually a longtime confidant and partner of Erdogan, but back in 2013, they had a split. Erdogan cracked down, had an anti-corruption move, and Gulen went into exile, and he is alleged to have been behind the coup attempt in 2016.
But there's exiles all over the world who've left all kinds of countries who had spats with their governments or their leaders. The world cannot just be returning everybody who's mad at somebody somewhere. So it seems a little weird for the United States to say, oh, you don't like this guy? We'll get him out of here and send him to you. It doesn't seem normal, does it?
Well, I mean, that's how committed the Trump administration is to protecting its relationship with Saudi Arabia for, various reasons.
Look at whatever it takes.
It kind of seems that way.
Dan Cohen, good stuff as usual. Good reporting, and we thank you for your work.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.